podcast. It is August 27, 2026. And I want to thank everyone for coming on. And please like, subscribe, and share. We are working on getting more lighting in the YouTube studio. I have been told we need a lot more light because it's just drowning
We
us
just
out.
on that corner over
Yeah,
there.
it's drowning me out on YouTube, so we are going to work on getting more light in here as soon as we can. So stay tuned as we keep doing that. So by tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have some more lighting in this room. I'm going to try and do that when I get off here today. Try to work on that. All right, so I hope everyone's had a great week. So I want to go over a couple of announcements as always. So we're going to see how fast I can roll through all these. All right, so first of all, we want to make sure that we thank Jesus Christ because he is the one who goes before us and takes care of us and takes care of all of our needs and wants and all that. So thank you, Jesus, for all that you do for Texas Children's Museum. Without Jesus Christ, none of this that we have today would be absolutely possible. All right, so we have had requests for new t-shirts that we're going to be having this t-shirt come out very, very soon. It is a very cool background, I think. It says, I helped build their forever home, Texas Children's Museum. This will be a new t-shirt that will be offered very, very soon. And, of course, I want to make sure that we give shout-outs to those who are helping to build a future home for Texas Children's Museum. So, without further ado, our first thank you goes to J.P. Morgan Wealth Management. We want to thank you guys so much for giving us $1,000, and $320 will go to their table, and the rest will go to the table centerpieces and the tableware. Thank you, J.P. Morgan Wealth Management. We appreciate you guys so, so much, and yes, you will be shared on all of our platforms. We thank you so much for giving to Texas Children's Museum as we move forward. Next, we're going to give a very big shout out to the Center for ASD in Burleson, Texas. Thank you so much for booking your table for $320 for September 26th dinner. You are building a new facility, a new building. You're helping us do that with this purchase of this table. All the proceeds will be going into our building fund for our building. This old building needs a lot of repair that we're in and a lot of updates. So, yeah, we need a new roof. We need a lot of new stuff. So, a lot's coming there, so we're going to need all this building fund money that we can get. All right, so next we're going to thank to Worth Credit Union. Yeah, Worth Credit Union donated $250 to our building fund, so thank you, Worth Credit Union, for doing that. We appreciate you so very much. So, Worth Credit Union, shout out to you guys for the $250 towards our building fund. If you're a company or organization who doesn't want to attend the dinner, you are more than able to go ahead and just reach out and say, hey, I just want to give $40 or $50 or $250 or whatever you want to give towards this is great. We are thankful for any amount, and we have parents who have given like $25, and we will make sure that your child, the name of your child that you want on our little thank you wall will go up there with all these companies as well. Because I don't care if you give $1, $5, it doesn't matter. Every dollar counts and goes towards our building fund, and that account is locked up. What do I mean by that? It is locked down. We cannot touch it until we reach our goal of $100,000 in there. And so, yes, we will be doing more fundraising coming up very soon. Even after our dinner, we have more fundraisers that will be enacted. All right, so next we're going to thank the Refuge Church in Cleveland, Texas. Thank you, Refuge Church in Cleveland, Texas, for booking your table for $320 and supporting Texas Children's Museum. We appreciate you so much for pouring into the children of Johnson County, Texas, and beyond. You are helping so greatly. We appreciate you. We really, really do. All right. Our TCM photo wall is up and running. So if you want to have your child's photo on our family photo wall, just let us know. It is in there in the small kids area by the sandbox area. I had a child who was upset because her photo was not on our family photo wall. That is not a problem, Mom and Dad. If you want their photo up there, then send it to me, and I will print it out on high-quality photo paper and put them on our family photo wall because we enjoy all of our families. We have a mom and her baby and her little boys in here. They visit once or twice a week. And so, yeah, they are amazing. They come in all the time. And, yeah, so if you want your kids up there, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and say, hey, Miss Beta, here's a picture of my kid playing Children's Museum. So bring your kids at 10 a.m. in the morning, join the Footwear Zoo as they put on a great big program here at Texas Children's Museum. Can't wait to see them and greet them. I will be blocking off an area in front of the museum, in front of the very doors that will be actually gated off just for their van. Please understand, moms and dads, that their van has to be at the front door entrance because we're going to have animals that will be coming in and out. So we've got to make sure we keep that path clear for the Footwear Zoo. They have to have that site so that their van will be put in front of the main doors. We will actually go out there tomorrow morning and it will be actually locked off, so that no one else can get in there. It will just be the Footwear Zoo entrances. So where do you park? You can park behind them, you can park across, underneath the shade trees. I don't mind any of that. You just cannot have the front parking place. Handicap parking will be on down from that. You will see that it is marked, clearly marked, but in front of the main door will be the Footwear Zoo tomorrow morning. Please understand, as they have live animals that week. So we appreciate your cooperation in this. All right. So we all know that Miss Dolly Parton has passed and gone on to meet Jesus and her husband in heaven, and we just want to give a great big shout out to their family and friends and all those mourning the loss of Miss Dolly Parton. She was like me, and or I say I'm like her. She's older than me. She had imagination books that she did. My grandchildren received the books from Dolly Parton to this day. So we actually are part of the Imagination Library family. So our kids receive these, our grandkids receive these books. She poured into children. She believed that pouring into children was the greatest thing you can do. And I'm the same way. That's my heart for kids at Texas Children's Museum. That's exactly what we do here. Is I appreciated her legacy for children, and I hope and pray to leave the same legacy here with Texas Children's Museum. And I would like to see it prosper for generations to come. So please, if you would like to support Texas Children's Museum, we are not a government-funded facility in any way. So I want that to make sure that you guys understand that there are not big government dollars that run through our museum like there are other museums. Everything here was donated by a mom, dad, a grandma, grandparents, cousins, anybody who would come by, even children. Children have bought things in the Texas Children's Museum and helped out. So every Christmas I get kids who will bring in Hot Wheels or Barbies or whatever to help out Texas Children's Museum, and they just love it. I got kids give their old toys that gently used and bring in and say, hey, I want this in the epic battle room, I want this in the Barbie area. I bought some sand buckets from this last summer, and they love doing it. And one of the biggest things kids say to me is, this is our place. It's ours. It is our place. They come in, some of them, when they get to the door, take their shoes off. Which cracks me up to this day. I'm like, guys, you got to keep your shoes on, but it's kind of worthless because kids take off their shoes, and to me, it's like they feel just so comfortable, which is a blessing. It really is a blessing for Jesus himself, that they feel that comfortable to come in and take off their shoes and just start running through the museum. I've had moms say, wait, because their kids just start taking it off, and they're like, wait, you got to get your Vans. And then I had a little boy the other day. I was out what I call being a politician for Texas Children's Museum, because that's what I feel like when I'm going door to door, and shaking hands with all the local businesses. Because when you give to Texas Children's Museum, I don't want it to be you give and then you're forgotten. I really don't want that. I want to keep up with these businesses. Like I have speech therapists, dentists, doctors, orthodontists, urgent care facilities. I give them all passes to give to the kids who come free to the museum when they have a procedure, or when they get their eyes checked, or all that good stuff, and they're so appreciative. And I try to keep up with the companies that give and the people who give. I actually do have a messenger that I have just for my board members, because in today's society, we can keep up with each other on Messenger on Facebook. And I do have a messenger that is strictly for families, just for the board members and contributors, and they're on that list on Messenger, so they get updates every other day of what's going on, how I'm doing with the museum, what's happening in the museum, and I keep up with their businesses. I pray for their businesses. I think it's important that you do pray pray for your businesses that are around you and support you, and you should support each other. There are a great many nonprofits, great many people within our community that pour into us, and I believe we should pour back into them. So, yeah, I'm going to keep up with them. I just don't want it to be, you give us some money and we just forget you. I don't want it to be that way. I want to be able to reach back out and send you a Christmas card, an Easter card, Thanksgiving card. I mean, that's the thing. I want to keep up with you guys more than just, hey, give me some money and walk away. I don't want that. I just don't want, I want to build relationships with the people who give.
Asking for your financial support.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't like that. I don't think it's right. Maybe I'm old-fashioned in wanting that, but I see so many nonprofits who people give into, and then they never hear from them again. I don't want that to be what we do here at Texas Children's Museum. I don't. I want it to continue. Just like last night, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I have a bunch of mail-outs that are going to some big corporations and bigger companies, and I took them to the church and laid them on the altar, and we prayed over them. And I do that with everything because you just have to take Jesus with you when you're doing things like this. He has to be the one to say, this is a blessing, this is what I'm going to bless. And if it doesn't come about, then that company isn't meant to pour in here. That's what I believe. I believe Jesus will let companies who pour in here be the ones that he chooses. And if you choose not to, that's fine. But please understand that we do have a Bible story hallway, and Jesus Christ will always come first here, as long as to my last breath. So just let me all know that. All right, so moving on. I want to remind you once again, because I've had some confusion, and I really don't understand because it's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, it's on YouTube, it's on TikTok, it's everywhere. It's on Google Maps, it's on Google. Our hours of operation right now, we are under fall hours because fall has started. So we are Wednesday 11 to 5, Thursday 11 to 5, Friday and Saturday 10 to 6. We are closed Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So remember, when we're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, those days are reserved for special needs children's groups to come in, and Mondays is special needs children's groups, and Tuesdays is special needs adult groups. So those are reserved for those groups to come in and enjoy the museum with no judgment and to have a great time. All right, so we also had some confusion over this, and it is up and posted. Wednesdays are Mommy and Me. Mom and Me are $10 for your children, and adults are free. So again, Mommy and Me is on Wednesdays. So Wednesday you can come in with your little bitty ones and have $10 a child. Adults are absolutely free. And no, there is no special socks required. Let's make sure we say that. There is no time limit. You're not going to be kicked out in an hour and a half. We are 22,000 square feet of fun. We are not a children's playground, playgroup. There are these different play centers that are up and around Johnson County and are up and around Fort Worth and Dallas. They have slotted times where you can only be there an hour and a half, and then you have to leave. And then when you come back in to repay again and start all over again. We are not that. We are a children's museum. We are 100% different. Oh, it just said you're offline. Oh, there it goes. Sorry for that brief interruption from YouTube. Anyway, we are not that kind of facility. When you come in here at 10 a.m. in the morning, when we're open on Friday and Saturday, tomorrow morning, like the Fort Worth Zoo is coming, and you come in at 10 a.m., you can stay till we close our doors at 6 p.m. You can keep your wristbands on. Everyone gets a wristband. Even Mom and Dad get a wristband, so we know that you're meant to be here. And when you put that wristband on and you're saying, hey, Miss Beta, we're going to go to Subway and we're going to go eat. Hey, we're going to go grab Taco Bell. Oh, God, be with you. We're going to go grab Chick-fil-A. Whatever you are going to do to go out to eat, you can come back. You can come back in the museum and spend the rest of the day. That is totally up to you. Your ticket is good from the start of the day to the end of the day. Okay? It's not just you're going to come in for an hour and a half and then you have to leave and then you can come back. So I just want to make that perfectly clear to everyone. Your ticket is good for all day. All right, so moving on. Thursdays. Thursdays is Grandma and Me. I had some grandmas that were confused that came on Wednesdays, moms that were confused that came on, that are coming today. So, okay, this is the deal. This is it. So your Thursdays are Grandma and Me. Grandma and Me is $10 a child. Adults are free. So Grandma, this is a day for you. Thursdays are Grandma Day. I did that on purpose. Thursdays is usually a low day for us. You can come in for $10 a child. Adults are absolutely free. So please keep that in mind. All right. So I've already done North Credit Union, so I can put them over to the side. So let's do that. And I've already done the Refuge Church, so I can do that. All right. So I want to make sure that you understand how to give a donation to Texas Children's Museum during this time, our capital campaign. Yes, I am going to continue talking about it because it is very vital for us because we need to get our building purchased. All right, so you can make a donation at Southside Bank in Cleveland, Texas, or at Southside Bank in Fort Worth, or wherever you're at. You just have to remember to say it is for Texas Children's Museum and Johnson County, Texas, and it is for their building fund. And like I said before, our building fund is on lockdown, so we cannot touch it until we reach $100,000. So make your donation today. If you want to make that donation online, JP Morgan Wealth Management sent us basically a debit card from their company. I was surprised how they did it. And then we swiped it at our front desk. We basically put in the numbers, and there was $1,000 that appeared. It's a one-time good card. But if you want to send us a check, a money order, whatever you want to do, you can send that to 201 North Highway 174, Rio Vista, Texas, 76093. Again, 201 North Highway 174, Rio Vista, Texas, 76093. We accept snail mail if you want to do it that way. I am happy to do it that way. That's not a problem. But if you want to give online, you can do that at TexasChildren'sMuseum.org. So make sure that you do that. Let me make sure the sound is all the way up. It just dawned on me. It may not be all the way up. There we go. All right. So I am doing TikTok at the same time I'm doing YouTube. So yes, make sure that if you want to give to Texas Children's Museum, that you do it that way. All right. So our dinner is set for September 26th. 2026, make sure that you join us for that. It's at 1000 Old Betsy Road in Keene, Texas. That is right off 67. From 67 to Old Betsy, and it is a beautiful, Keene has got a beautiful new facility that's been hardly ever used. So it will be the first big event that they're going to have there. So it is $40 a seat or $320 a table. So make sure you get those reservations made soon. We are starting to sell tables now, so please make sure that if you want your organization to be recognized, we will make sure that you are recognized also across all social media platforms. So remember that. So you're going to be recognized on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and Lemonade and what is the other one? LinkedIn and of course X and all these. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, True Social, Lemonade, and YouTube. You'll be recognized on all social media platforms for your business giving to Texas Children's Museum. We will make sure that we do that. It's very, very, very important to us. That is for sure. All right. So I want you to remember that we do have memberships for $120 for a family of 4 and adults, or on there 2 adults, and $70 for one-on-one. So $70 for one-on-one means 1 child, 1 adult. So make sure you get those memberships. I will be running a special sale on them. So I've had families ask me if I'm going to do the same thing I did last year during Christmas. If I will run some kind of special, like a $10 off or something, yes, I will. All right, so remember to do that.
$10 off?
$10
off?
At least.
What? No.
No?
No, Mom. Okay. We've charged $12 at the front door. $10 off.
A membership.
Okay.
A membership.
Not
A membership.
Not entrance fee.
No,
Okay.
not interest fee. Membership. All of a membership. All right, for the entire year. They asked me if I'd run a special during Christmas.
Yeah, okay.
And I was like, I will run a special during Christmas. I will let you guys know what that's going to look like. So I'm thinking probably about $10 off. That's what I'm looking at. All right, at the least. All right, so remember, we just want to give a shout out to Trisha Gillen. She will be performing at Texas Children's Museum Banquet on September 26th. So you can also find her on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, look up Trisha Gillen and you will see her. Actually, I'm going to see if I can tag her later on TikTok, even find one of her videos and basically reshare it. So so that all my followers, I think I'm up to like almost 6,000 followers on TikTok, so I'll make sure I share that on there. When you go online to Texas Children's Museum, .org, it's TexasChildren'sMuseum.org, and it's children's with an S. So, when you go on there, you're going to see this button. This button is to reserve a seat. I've got Charlie dressed up in a tuxedo, so you're going to hit this button to reserve a seat. And like I said, it's $40 a seat. And when you see Miss Tiny, she's all dressed up in her finest dress here, and you will be able to reserve a table for $340. So if you're a business who wants to do that online, please make sure that you get that done as soon as possible. We're going to make sure that we put you on our wall and put that on our list. So when you support Texas Children's Museum, I want you to remember, I should say this every time, this is who you're supporting. This is who you're supporting. These are the people who matter. This is the little people who matter. They matter. They're the ones who matter. They're the ones who play in this museum every single solitary day. So I want to make sure you guys understand, this is the little ones that you're supporting, okay? So when you get back to Texas Children's Museum, you're giving them a fun day at the museum. This is what you are doing. So when you give to us, you are pouring back into the kids here at Texas Children's Museum who enjoy us so much. So remember to give today. Someone asked me about next spring break if we're going to be doing another foam party. Yes, we will be. I will make sure to do that because this was a hot mess, but the kids loved it. So they've all asked for me to bring this back. So it's a free thing that's provided during our spring break. So I am going to put it underneath of the awning to make sure it's shaded in there. But yeah, we just start the foam and kids play like crazy, so I go get some more beach balls for this event. But yeah, kids, this was a mess. This was a hot mess. But kids enjoyed it. So I told them I would make sure to do that. All right. So now I'm going to move forward, and I want to just talk just a minute about our store. Someone had asked me about our store. So this is what I was talking about earlier. These are the cups that are available for sale in our store. We have all kinds of different cups. We have this one with a snack bottom. We have many, many cups that you can choose from in there. We have all types of sports bottles. We have these great big ones. So if you want to come into our store and you want to purchase a cup, we have many different cups for you guys to choose from. So make sure you come into the store and purchase one of these cups. And actually, everything in that store goes back to Texas Children's Museum to our funding of feeding these tortoises. These tortoises are real tortoises. You guys say, why do you have tortoises on everything? These guys are real. So just to make sure you guys understand that Charlie, Max, and Tiny are real tortoises. And their food bill's up to $400, not $450 a month now. They are getting so much better. So we also have t-shirts for sale to support them as well. So when you go shopping in the store, you're actually supporting Tiny, Max, and Charlie. So make sure to go in there and grab a t-shirt. They're very economical. They're made in-house. We actually were gifted by years ago, about 2 years ago, 3 years ago now, by Laura Johnston, who sits on our board. She asked me if there's anything I wanted for Christmas that would help me with the Children's Museum and everything I do. And I told her, honestly, it would be a cricket and a t-shirt press and things like that. And yeah, she got it all. So I have a t-shirt press, a hat press, a cup press, a cricket, and it is very well used for sure. So make sure that you come in and get those done as soon as possible. All right. So we also have makeup in there from TikTok that's in our store as well. All right. So one of the other things I want to talk about real quick is field trips are here. I've already had Godly ISD book in their field trip. So please make sure that you get your field trip booked in as soon as possible. Because I know that field trips are being booked in by different ISDs as soon as they can. I was told they'd like to have them all booked in by September, if not by the end of October. So if you are a teacher, you are an ISD, remember you will get a discount for the amount of kids that you bring to the Children's Museum, and it's an all-day affair. Make sure you tell me though, like Godly did, hey, we need the lunch tables. We want lunch tables in there, and we actually put up extra lunch tables that we're going to be bringing out when we have large field trips. to make sure we can have all of your kids be able to sit.
Drawings outside.
Yeah. We also have picnic tables outside, so if it's nice, and hopefully, Jesus, please, this weather, needs to stop. And I also want to give a shout out, and let you guys know that all the farmers and ranchers here in Texas, during the Ross fire over in Palo Pinto County, our thoughts and prayers are with you. It has been horrible. I've watched them try to get trying to get cattle out. I watched a video yesterday of when they went back, and there was 4 deer just standing in where it had all been burnt, and I started crying when I saw it. So yeah, we really need to pray for rain. We were blessed by God last night with we need to relieve these firefighters, these families. So, Lord Jesus be with them all at this time for sure. They were asking for some donations. They said they have enough water. What they were asking for was chapstick and Gatorade to replace electrolytes, and they were asking for baby wipes. So if you are near them, and I don't know I know Venus was taking donations for them. Venus Texas Fire Department was actually taking donations, and that's what they put up on social media that they were asking for was baby wipes to wipe their hands and face off, and they were asking for Gatorade to replenish, and Carmex and things like that. And I get that because it's got to be horrible work to be out there in this kind of heat and that kind of fire here, putting out these fires. So, Lord be with all of you guys who are fighting these fires. Be with you and your families, Lord, lift them up. Bless them all, Lord Jesus, bless them all. But you guys were on my mind, yesterday, last night. We prayed for you guys at church last night at the refuge. And I prayed before I hit the pillow last night, and make sure I said prayers for all you firefighters and your families out there. I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't begin to imagine. So thoughts and prayers with every one of you, and Palo Pinto, all of your farmers, ranchers that have lost so much. Thoughts and prayers are with you. I did see today that the Department of Agriculture has set up where you can get hay if you need it, feed if you need it. So reach out to the Department of Agriculture, reach out to them as soon as possible. They are setting that. They're also taking donations as well. So yeah, I saw that early this morning because I happen to be friends with a lot of people that are higher up than me. I don't understand why God put them on my path, but He did. And so I'm friends with a lot of them, and some of these congressmen and different people across the government for some reason will say, hey, Ms. Brady, will you pray for me? Absolutely. I have no problem praying for them. You pray for everyone, no matter what their status. He asks you to pray for it. That's solid. Yeah, so, whew, also,
Okay.
hopefully, we'll get some rain.
Hopefully.
Hopefully we'll get some rain.
Do the usual.
But, yeah, today is my day that I will head into Sam's Club, and I will be getting tortoise food and loading up at Sam's. Me and my husband made the decision years ago. We've been married for 26 years. This year, 26? Yeah, 26. So we made a decision that every single Thursday we stop before we get towards, we go to Burleson. We love the vegan up there. The reason I love it so much is because there's free refills on your drinks once you purchase them. Every one refills. So, yeah, love that theater. Love the seats up there at Burleson Premiere. So I'll be going to go with my husband tonight watching a movie. And so we're going to head out here, thank you, Nathaniel, for watching the museum today. So we can make sure that we get there and be able to have a few minutes enjoy a movie together. And go grab a burger or something, and then we'll head over to Sam's Club. And today, I'm going to do TikTok inside Sam's Club. So I will be back on to show you guys what the food looks like that we grab from the tortoises at Sam's, and it is a lot. So you guys get to see that. I do not buy, sometimes I'll buy bell pepper packs too if they're on a good sale. Because my tortoises, these guys love those tiny bell peppers. They are just fanatic about them. So I buy that in bulk from Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply has done really good for us. They give us a nice discount for being a nonprofit, of course, and I make sure that we take that discount because these tortoises are not small anymore. I mean, tiny. She is definitely living up to her name. She's probably about this big. Just about that big. She's not very big at all, but Charlie is like this, and Max is like this. Charlie's getting big. He's got to be 75 pounds now. He's definitely bulking up. That tortoise is getting big. Pretty soon, we're going to have to start building an area outside. But with that being said, we also have to have shelter for them. So we'll have to probably get I'm thinking maybe a portable building. And bring it out there and put an AC make a window and put AC heat in there. So if it gets too hot during the day, they can go in there and cool off if they need to. And then in the wintertime, we want it to be, of course, where it's heated because they have to be kept warm. They cannot be cold in the winter at all. And sometimes Texas has been surprising this last couple of years. We've had
the February cold snap became
Yeah.
the cold snap.
Yeah, so we have to be careful with that, for sure. That's for sure. All right, so I think that's it that I can think of. It's 99 degrees outside, and it feels like what?
Alright, so it is currently 99 degrees outside, and it feels like 105 degrees Fahrenheit. And it will only get hotter from here at 101 degrees and cap out within the next hour at 3 p.m. And once that is done, I'll start low.
It's making it hard. Yeah,
It's been
we
shorter.
are under a fire ban. I want to make sure I announced that this morning. The city of Road Vista has asked me to make sure I announce that there is a fire ban. So make sure that you know there is a fire ban. So take that into account. Can you make sure our sound is working on YouTube?
I hope so. I hope it's working.
Yeah, can you see if it's working? Because I don't see any of the buttons doing their thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, it's working. All right, so I just want to make sure it's it. I was like, what was
You
that?
might be a little
Kinda,
too far away from the mic this time. You're a little bit further than usual.
maybe that's what it is. But
So I had to find a mouse, remember? It was like,
oh yeah, maybe that's what it is. All right, so I'm moving a little closer to me. All right, sorry YouTubers out there. So anyway, yeah, so make sure that you guys just like and subscribe and share here on YouTube. And like I said, TikTokers, I will be going to Sam's Club this evening, and I will be bringing you with me. And because someone from TikTok asked me if I can show them everything I get for the tortoises, and it's a lot. And this is a once-a-week buy because they are growing so rapidly, and it's just unbelievable. And shout out to my son-in-law, who is a social vet tech, and he's done amazing with our bearded dragons. Our tortoises, everyone comes in and says, oh my gosh, our bearded dragons are huge. Never seen bearded dragons that big. They are big, and it's because they're being taken care of correctly. I do need to pick the bearded dragons up some more blueberries.
Yeah.
They love blueberries as a snack. If you've never seen a bearded dragon eat a blueberry, it is the funniest thing because they grab them and they just chomp and it just snaps and juice goes everywhere. And they will eat those up like nothing. They love blueberries. So I try to do that when the kids are in the museum, give them a blueberry now and then as a snack. The kids laugh and they love to see it. So yeah, but please join us tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. as the Fort Worth Zoo will be here in the house. Like I said, we will have the front parking place by the front door blocked off for their band specifically. We need to make sure we keep it blocked. I've got to make sure they can get their band right up to the front door because they will be bringing animals. They will be bringing some pelts and things for kids to touch and feel. So please make sure and understand that that area in front of the front door will be blocked. And we thank you to the Fort Worth Zoo for doing this for all the children here in Johnson County, Texas and beyond. We appreciate you more than you could ever know. Everyone here at Texas Children's Museum is looking very forward to it. Our store will be shut down during their show.
Yep.
As soon as their show is over, then we will reopen our store. We want to make sure our store is shut down for this to make sure everyone who is a volunteer here gets to see their show and gets to experience some of the stuff from the Fort Worth Zoo as well. So our volunteers will be coming in to make sure they can also
So
see
just
this.
me.
Evelyn's coming in.
Oh, okay.
Evelyn's going to be bringing my granddaughter Maddie, and then my other daughter Katie is going to be bringing my other granddaughter Safira. They want to make sure that they actually get a chance for their kids to see, my grandkids to see this as well. So please sure that you get here on time in the morning. It is $12 a child. Adults are absolutely free. It is free with your purchase into the museum. So come on and enjoy this great day. All right, YouTube, well, I'm going to get ready and go because YouTube is having some lots of glitches today. All right, so have a blessed, wonderful day, guys. I will see you in the morning at 10 a.m. Bye. There we go, in.